Yesterday I saw a post on social media and it was between property managers and investors, and it was all about the fees that WA real estate agents charge for property management. And one of the biggest questions that came up by investors was, what does your management fee cover if you charge for everything else? Now, I've had this question before a long time ago from an investor, and I get it, but what is lacking is the understanding of what a management fee is actually for. So I'm going to explain that to you. A management fee is for rent collection and managing maintenance and managing tenancy issues. Now, a property manager has ultimately had a huge amount of experience when it comes to managing conflict and negotiating. And that is the value that you are paying for with a management fee. Quite often, a property manager is dealing with so much stuff behind the scene that a landlord's not actually even going to know about. And it could be the tenant that's in rent arrears every single week, but a landlord doesn't know that, because when it comes time to paying their rental income, they're getting their full rental income, but the property manager may have spent 3 days constantly dealing with the tenant with getting this paid. That's just an example. Tenant situations that come up in a property. You've got tenants that will complain that the neighbour is making too much noise and is a problem. And a property manager is dealing with that for you. Do they call the landlord? Not always. They're normally just dealing that and working through that conflict directly with the tenant and with any other entity that's needed. Sometimes it's in a strata complex, so maybe it's dealing with a strata manager as well. And the third thing is the maintenance and dealing with the maintenance. Now, you're paying for their contacts, their expertise with dealing with that maintenance. I'm going to use as an example tree roots. A plumber can go out to a property and repair a blockage in the property, but a property manager will know that this has happened every 6 months. They will know that because the whole house doesn't have any access to the toilet, shower, sink, that's likely to be tree roots in the property. They can make sure that they arrange the correct plumber for that. So some plumbers have a drain machine and you don't have to pay extra for a hire of a drain machine. A property manager knows all these things to make the management of the property as smooth as possible. And that's what you're paying for. You're paying for their 5, 10, 20 years worth of experience, courses, development points that they have to do each year. You are paying for that value to make the management of your property so much smoother. And like I said, so many of these things are done behind the scenes that a landlord doesn't always know. And sometimes the easier the job looks to an investor, the harder it could have been for that property manager as well. I haven't even touched into the situations where we've had a death of a tenant. We've had tenants with mental health issues. We have got a huge range of situations that happen that a property manager has to deal with. And that time that that property manager is taking to deal with it is what you are paying in your management fee. So next time you have that thought, what does my management fee cover if you charge for everything else? Have a think about those 3 things: the maintenance, the conflict and tenant negotiations on the property, and the rent collection. And there are 3 things that are covered in your management fee that hopefully your property manager makes look really easy. But believe me, it is from all their experience and training that they've done that has gone into making it look easy. But there's a lot of work behind the scenes.